Over the last 2 weeks, we've seen a drop in the price of many farm commodities. And this week's Bottom Line, Neil Melancon explores the price drop. And Neil, I understand it has a lot to do with private industry estimates of higher than expected yield forecasts for corn and soybeans, right?
Well, Mike, private industry forecasts as well as speculators jockeying for position ahead of the August USDA report are the culprits. As this summer has rolled along with hot and dry weather, crop yield estimates have gone up right along with it. The price drops we've seen over the last 2 weeks represent the market factoring in those higher estimates, especially ahead of the report, which, if it confirms these private forecasts, could mean more lows in the market, but the bottom is likely to come soon if we haven't seen it already, but we'll get to that in a minute. First, let's take a look at the most recent estimates for corn, where FC Stone has it pegged in their latest estimate at 154.5 bushels per acre. Informa has it at an entire bushel more at 155.4. Both estimates' acreage are calling for above trend line yields. Meanwhile, in beans, the latest from FC Stone is 41.5 bushels per acre. Informa again has it higher at 42 even. July's estimate from the USDA for beans was 41.6, so both right in line with each report, really. Now, you may be scratching your head and asking, but Neil, what about the torrential rains we saw in the Midwest earlier on? Isn't that supposed to inhibit some of those yield estimates, which are now higher than ever? Well, the answer to that is the bottom line this week, and that is, while the USDA report for August will have actual ear counts in the report, it still won't be as relevant as the October yield report when they actually start coming in. While beans can recover from the wet weather, corn generally cannot, and as I've been saying, we also have frost before much of that rained out grain can come in. So the old adage of not counting your chickens before they hatch applies here. That's the bottom line. I'm Neil Melancon. Mike, back to you.
And Neil, can we expect to hear from you next week on that August USDA crop report?
Yes, Mike. Next week we'll have full coverage of the report and whether or not it's the market mover everyone is expecting. Now, I'm looking to see USDA to have estimates right around the private ones, which will likely mean more lower prices in the short term. But again, as harvest draws closer, I'm expecting them to climb back up.
Thanks, Neil. And of course, to stay up to date with the latest commodity prices, you can listen to Neil's reports on the Louisiana Farm Bureau Radio Network. For a list of stations in your area, you can visit our website at twilattv.org, and we'll tell you where to tune in.